I was having a problem getting through.
There you are. There's Linda.
Hi,
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
All right. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. And
Let's go.
happy sunshine.
Yeah, let's go to the phones. We'll start with Delbert from Richland Center. Hi, Delbert. What's your question?
I have a major mole outbreak in my yard, and I want to know how I can eliminate the problem. I got probably 20 moles in my yard, and they're just wrecking my yard.
At this time of the year, you're seeing activity, or are you talking about last fall? Must be last fall. So moles, I think that the best way to deal with that is to trap them, because sometimes if they have a lot of food source, an insecticide on the turf might be work. But I actually think trapping them is a better way. You stomp down on their major trails and then set up those traps where their major highways are, and then you can capture them and get rid of them that way.
But they're not active this time of year.
Not in Wisconsin,
No,
I don't think.
hibernating like we all should be.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to Nancy in Madison. Hi, Nancy. What's your question?
My question, this fall I bought two new plants, a calathea and a philodendron salem, I believe it's called. Both of them are dropping leaves. New growth comes in with withered tips, and I'm wondering if my house is too dry.
Oh, I think that you might have nailed it, Nancy. When you move plants from a greenhouse into a heated home, especially if you like to keep it above 70 degrees, those plants are not going to be real tolerant of that. So a humidifier is a good idea. Some people do that whole idea of misting. I don't have the time for that, but it certainly wouldn't hurt. And then having pebbles with water underneath is another way to have a higher humidity right for that little plant.
So spraying them would help?
Spraying does help. I just don't have but then you have the issue of fungal diseases developing on some of those leaves. So I usually think a humidifier for the whole house, it benefits the plants and me.
Okay. Thanks for calling.
Thank you.
I think we have a mole solution from Dave. Dave, go ahead.
On the mold situation, the moles are there because they like the grubs. And if you take a barn lime, a 50-pound bag, and spread it in about a 10 by 10 foot area, it will eliminate the grubs, and the moles will go away just by sweetening the soil.
Well, there you have it.
That's an interesting suggestion. We tend to have such a low pH in the Dane County area. We don't have acidic soils, but turf won't mind that. Some other plants might not like all that lime going on there. So I'm thinking in terms of the trees and the shrubs that are in the vicinity. So if the lawn is a high priority, I've not heard of that. I wouldn't doubt it.
It's a chemical-free way of not putting chemicals on your lawn.
Well, but if you think about it, that's a chemical also. If you're going to be altering pH, that's a chemical.
Well,
it's just one that is not seen as manufactured. So sometimes that is why chemicals get a bad name.
Yeah, alfalfa hay does very well in a sweet soil. So.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, it does. You're right.
All right. All right, we have time for one more. Let's go to Eloise from Blanchardville. Eloise, go ahead.
Yes, I have a shamrock plant, and I've had it for years and years and keep it in the same place. Now, all of a sudden, the edges of the leaves are turning brown.